Hey folks, this is just a brief update on the Norman Invasion series. So last week we got to part 11 of the invasion, where we took a look around medieval Ireland in 1174. Now I was pretty happy with that show and how it turned out. The next part, part 12, which was due to be out this week, will pick up the story of the invasion in 1174. However, today as I was writing the script and checking through notes, I've realised that I made an error in part 10 that needs to be sorted out in the coming episodes. It's a relatively minor issue. I consciously left out some details, thinking them unimportant, which was in retrospect a mistake. And I also confused two very similar events. This is easier done than you might imagine. No matter how well you know these sources, they are often hard to get your head around. That said, I do think it's really important to get these things right, and while they are relatively minor errors, they nevertheless serve as a reminder that some things just can't be rushed. So, in light of this, and in order to make sure that this is resolved, the next Norman Invasion episode will be another week or two, so please bear with me on this front. All will be explained in the next episode on the Norman Invasion. However, I do want to put a show out this week, so tomorrow I will be podcasting a script I wrote a few months ago based on some fascinating research I have published on mass starvation in Ireland in 1925 and how it was covered up. It's a really interesting, if dark, chapter in our history. Anyway, that will be out in the coming days. Then, in a week, or perhaps two, I will return to the story of the Norman Invasion. Finally, before I go, I want to say a massive thank you to all of you who have funded my upcoming book, 1348, A Medieval Apocalypse, The Black Death in Ireland. I'm really grateful. From your support, I've jumped from 33 to 50% of my target of €4,000 in the last 4 days. I'm really touched by your generosity and willingness to get behind and support what is a really exciting project. If you haven't yet funded this upcoming book on the Black Death and you want to get involved, you can do so by going to irishhistorypodcast.ie/book. There's some really cool rewards there, some of which are limited and are going fast. These include tours around medieval Dublin, commissioning your own podcast, and signed copies of a limited hardback first edition of the book. So if you want to become a patron of sorts, check out irishhistorypodcast.ie/book.